I've got a workshop coming up that's entitled The Power, Sex, and Death Shaman Intensive, which is an advanced shamanic workshop. That is to say, it presupposes some understanding in shamanic thinking, shamanic techniques, shamanic skills, really. But in order to fully take up one's personal power, there are certain things that each of us have to come to terms with. Now, shamanism is in many ways about power. I've talked about empowerment. But understanding what power is, what gives us power, most particularly, what do we do that takes away our personal power? And there are many, criticism being a big one. It's very important to really get an understanding of what power is and how it feels in the body, where we feel power, and what we do with it. The sex part of it, I have put in there because so many of us have been hurting ourselves by not fully accepting our sexuality and the intensity of the sexual experiences. One of the things about sex is that it is a different experience for everybody. And any kind of notion that there's a one-size-fits-all sexuality is going to leave out most of the world's population. So in order to take up our power, we need to take up our own personal sexuality and to understand that we are different in some ways. In some ways, we're very different from other people. And until we do that, we will not be empowered. And then death. There's no way that a shaman can work with fear. That is to say, to be in fear of anything. And death is often the most frightening of aspects of human life. And until a shaman deals with death, there'll always be something that he's afraid of. So shamans typically, in the traditional realms, have rituals where they go face their death in some fashion. I'm not going to be putting people in death-defying situations, at least not physically. But since we can do essentially anything we want that's physical within our inner worlds, we certainly will be exploring death from a variety of angles so that we can become more comfortable with our death, with the death of others, and with what happens after death. So from a shamanic point of view, I think that death work is essential, and I intend to have fun exploring it.